You have been in this position multiple times before, but what does it mean, especially wearing that wonderful Georgia shirt and that hat again? What does this mean for you at this point in your career?
Right now, I would say at this point in my career, it means the same thing, that we worked really, really, really hard, and that we have a team that's starting to form into something that's going to be a great program. And God likes me a whole lot.
To that point, obviously, to be able to have such a well-rounded group, so many contributions, I'm almost tempted, and please don't hate me for saying so, that this might have even been the Georgia field and track group.
Yes.
Just to see so many people contributing in so many events, and but also to become such a cohesive group.
Yes.
How much does that mean to you?
It's very important to me. Track and field is track and field. So we made a point this year and for the future to build all parts of the program. I have the greatest coaching staff on the planet. So I want to make sure they have talent, because I know they can develop talent. So it's very important.
Can you just kind of, we can pick any one of them. Like, I'll start with Don Babbitt. If he ain't the best in the world, but all of them. Can you just talk about just how incredible they were in preparing these young women?
Don Babbitt, patience just like no other. Can develop a person, work through injury, work around injury, get them ready when it's time. Ryan Bailey, just high jump, field events, got those women ready to jump and throw, jump high and jump far. And we had our freshman, Sky Townsend, PB. So what can you ask for there? Elena had clean jumps all the way. Kareem Abdel Wahab, amazing world-class coach. Got the 400 hurdlers ready, mile relay. There's nothing more I could ask for.
When you took the Georgia job, did you have to make any adjustments in the way you coached, or did you have to change anything at Georgia? How was that process?
It's tough. Yes, just being in the Southeast, it's day in and day out, week to week. There's stiff competition no matter where you go. So we have to train a little bit different. We got to pick our battles a little bit more. You have to recruit people that can handle being in the Southeast Conference and just in the Southeast in general, because it can be pretty demoralizing to go to just your regular Saturday meet in January and not make the finals. So yes, I had to make some changes, and I learned you have to have a full team. Yes.
When your team is going into the 4x4 at the end there, and you kind of know you already have the title locked up, how do you kind of set that mentality in order for them to still run the time that they did?
We talked about it. I told them to choose their order at that point, because I think it's important to show them they have some autonomy in what they do, and we work together. I'm not over them, right? We work together, we collaborate, but also you close the meet out with the win. You always try to win the 4x4. You have to have a 4x4 relay, and you should try to win it.
And we thank you for far less drama than the men's. We thank you for that.
Yeah, no worries.
How do you build that relationship with the athletes where you're competing together rather than and giving them that autonomy?
Sometimes they don't get say, but most of the time, it starts day to day in the office, all week long, from August. You get to know them as people when you recruit them. You know their personalities. You know what each of them likes and doesn't like, what motivates them, what may not motivate them. And you try to work and thread it all together.
And what works with those, with Aaliyah and with the 400 runners? What works with them?
Well, Aaliyah doesn't talk, so she pretty much goes along with it. But when she does, it's important. So I ask her the things that I have to know. She tells me what I need to know. D, more hugs, more collaboration, more asking questions. Michelle goes with the flow. Just give her a leaf, ask her what tree did it come from, and let her look it up, and she's good. So they're all different. So she can kind of do anything. D is more matter of fact. Aaliyah's like, we better win. So it all kind of meshes together.
You've had some of them, for multiple seasons and years.
Yes.
But then obviously when you get Leanna to come over, Manuela joins, Michelle, Sky,
Yes.
like to be able to see the impact that they've had in such a short span of time. What has that been like for you to watch that evolve?
Oh wow, it's never easy to just put people in. That's why the portals can be tough. But we try to find the people that mesh with us, and we use their goals and the good stuff they brought with them, and they help. And they tell me things like, hey, this is pretty effective, coach, and I may incorporate it. It's also good to see a person like a Sydney Harris, who struggled for some of the year, come out and split 51 and hold us in the league. So it just all works together.
How confident are you that we'll continue to have the NCAA meet be in its current iteration, its current role with the House settlement?
Oh, I don't know. I don't see why the way, I don't see like the meet schedule changing or anything like that. I don't know what the landscape will be because it's so new.
Yeah. Are you concerned? Are you worried?
No, I'm just gonna do what they tell me. That's all I can do.
What is it like coaching a team after an Olympics where you got a lot of athletes that were in Paris and now trying to get ready for everything coming this year?
It's important that you give them rest after 4 to 6 weeks rest. You have to do a real good job of competition management. When they get back, maybe they don't open up right away, or they don't. If you look at Aaliyah, she didn't run the 400 in the first meet. You kind of figure out where they fit, and then you start to blend it into the season. And you pick and choose where you're going to run.
Caryl, can you? I mean, they're all stars, but Elena Kulichenko is one of the most consistent and also big meet athletes in NCAA history.
Yes.
Like, can you just talk about it?
Yes,
you probably love the high jump more now than you ever have in your career.
She taught me a lot.
Yeah.
And she taught me a lot about red lipstick too. She has different, So, but Elena, we're gonna miss her a lot. She's brought a competitive, fierce, fire-like attitude to our team. She's reliable. She's improved every single year. So it was just, the first year she struggled because the war broke out with Russia and Ukraine. She overcame that. She still has to deal with those type of conversations at home, but she's able to still be one of our best.
One of the best ever.
Yes.
Appreciate you,
Thank
Caryl.
you.